All right, so today we're going to talk about conjunctive adverbs. This assignment is in No Red Ink. You can find the link to it in Google Classroom. So go to Google Classroom, find the conjunctive adverbs assignment in the grammar section, and it'll bring you to a page that looks like this in No Red Ink. You're going to click on the play symbol there for conjunctive adverbs, okay? And then you're going to see there's a begin. This is the first lesson, and then there is another lesson. So you have two in this case. Remember, when you finish this first one, you've got to go on to the second one. You're not done when you finish the first one, okay? Let's look at the lesson on this one first here. I like this lesson. I feel like it is very clear. So we're looking at conjunctive adverbs, right? Conjunctive adverbs, which No Red Ink likes to call thamos, T-H-A-M-O. Those stand for the most popular conjunctive adverbs, which if we scroll down here, you'll see T stands for therefore, H stands for however, A stands for also, M stands for meanwhile, and O stands for otherwise. So when we see these words, especially when they are connecting two complete thoughts, then we know we have a conjunctive adverb. So let's look at some of these examples here. Will forgot it was Halloween. Therefore, his teacher's mask confused him. Therefore is the conjunctive adverb. It is the transition that connects these two complete thoughts. Will thought it was Halloween is a complete thought. His teacher's mask confused him is a complete thought. This word therefore in between is what connects those two complete thoughts. So you need to know that a conjunctive adverb does not have to be in the middle. It can be in the front, it can be at the end, it can be in the middle. So what you're looking for is that adverb that connects the two. Benjamin painted the fence. I, meanwhile, made lemonade. Meanwhile is the conjunctive adverb that connects those two complete thoughts. Benjamin painted the fence and I made lemonade. Again, this is not between the two complete thoughts. I goes with the made lemonade, but it's still a conjunctive adverb. Michael wants to go to Disneyland. Tickets are sold out today. However could go in the middle there. Michael wants to go to Disneyland. However, tickets are sold out today. But in this case, they put it at the end. It is still the conjunctive adverb. Right? Most commonly, you're going to find it in the middle, though. James needs to finish frosting the cake. Otherwise, he'll miss the party. All right? So don't forget, there are lots more examples here that you can look at, but I'm not going to go through all of them because they all basically are going to go over the same thing. I do want to go over, though, one more thing with you. I want to go over how to punctuate those conjunctive adverbs, because this punctuation is very important. When you are putting together two complete thoughts, you normally put a comma between the two complete thoughts. But when you have a conjunctive adverb in connecting those two thoughts, there's also a semicolon that needs to go in, okay? So place a semicolon before the conjunctive adverb and a comma after the conjunctive adverb. So you have the first complete thought here. Mark really likes bananas. Then a semicolon. However is our conjunctive adverb. Then a comma. He's not in the mood for one now. Right? So we've combined these two complete thoughts using a conjunctive adverb. Semicolon goes before the conjunctive adverb and a comma goes after. Okay? Now, when a conjunctive adverb interrupts a single thought, you're going to place commas on both sides. So Dave loves his dog, period. Bringing it to class, comma, however, comma, was a mistake. One thought is divided here. Bringing it to class was a mistake is one thought. It's not two separate thoughts. So in this case, we're just going to put commas because you'd only use the semicolon when you are separating two complete thoughts, whereas this one is in the middle of one thought. Bringing it to class is not a complete thought. Was a mistake is not a complete thought. You need both pieces of that to make a complete thought. Bringing it to class was a mistake. Okay, so in this case, you're not using a semicolon. You're only using commas to divide out that conjunctive adverb. Okay, all right, so here's a list of the most common conjunctive adverbs. I'm not going to read these off to you because you can read them for yourself by going to the lesson. So if you're not sure and you need to go back to the lesson to double check, is this a conjunctive adverb? Here are the most common. Let's do the first one together. So once we've looked at the lesson, we click practice. Here we go. Fix any punctuation or capitalization errors below. Click submit answer if there are none, right? So Jim Halpert just passed his lifeguard test, comma, finally, comma, he can get his official swimsuit. So now the question is, we have a comma on either side of finally. Finally is our conjunctive adverb. But is it interrupting a complete thought? Which would be the case to have a comma on both sides. That means it's interrupting a complete thought. Or are each of these complete thoughts? And if they are complete thoughts, which one of these needs to get changed? Well, first let's read the thoughts and see if they're complete. Jim Halpert just passed his lifeguard test. That sounds like a complete thought to me. It could be its own sentence. He can get his official swimsuit. That sounds like a complete thought. So if those are both complete thoughts, this one of these is not correct because we only use a comma on both sides if this is interrupting a complete thought, which it's not. On both sides of this is a complete thought. So if you go back, if you remember the lesson, right? If the conjunctive adverb is between two complete thoughts, you put a semicolon before the conjunctive adverb and a comma after, which means we should have to replace this one. Oh, okay. So you just keep clicking on it till you get to the semicolon, right? Which is a dot above a comma, right? So you have a comma, you have a colon, and you have a semicolon. We want the semicolon here. All right, so let's see if we're right. Submit answer. Yay, we did. All right, so that's what we're doing. I hope that it makes sense to you. If not, please don't hesitate to come to the Zoom and ask questions or send me an email. I'd be happy to help you out. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.